Good afternoon, everyone out there in the weight loss ethos. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who supported my last, not my last video, which was my first Tirzepatide video. I think I'm getting the information out there, which is my whole there's a whole idea of these videos. So I appreciate your help. I'm getting some responses in the comments about your own journeys, which is fantastic. I wish all of you the best of luck. Please comment below how much weight you've lost. Comment how what kind of struggles you're having. Nothing is off topic, so we're here to support what you're doing, and I know that it's not easy, and so I'm so happy to have at least some viewers. I'm not doing this for any money or anything like that. I just want to help. And it is time to start week 3 on Tirzepatide. So let's talk about this past week. So I did start noticing a couple of side effects this past week. I did have a couple of days of light nausea. Wasn't a big deal or anything, and I didn't have to take any medication. It was just kind of a time when I noticed that my stomach felt kind of tight, and that could have also been from a weight. Oh, geez, I can't talk today. From a weightlifting perspective, at the gym, they did increase my weight again. So now I'm going full strength, I guess. Up until that point, I was doing kind of a ramp up, and now I'm kind of steady at, like, here's the maximum weight you should be pushing, etc. So the core workout. So I have never worked out my core. I hate it. It's getting better. I'm just gonna do this while I'm talking. So there was a little bit of nausea there, a little bit of tightness in my ribs, little bit of soreness, I guess, but I haven't really seen any improvement or degradation in my weight loss. I'm sorry, in my weight lifting capacity or ability or anything like that. So that's good. As far as my weight goes, so I think last week I weighed in around 263. My wife and I went on a dinner date on Saturday night, and they had a spaghetti dinner. So that was kind of a good test of where I was, and I noticed that when they were forking out the slop onto the plate there, that they were going to give me this massive thing. They see this giant 6'4" guy coming in, and they're like, "Oh, this guy can eat," and that's just not true anymore. So I said, let's do about half that, and they obliged, and I was only able to eat half of that. So my wife, actually, who's 5'4", she's rather little, foot shorter than me, actually finished my plate. So that is definitely a switch, which is great. So it is definitely working. I didn't really want any more after that, and I didn't need to eat more after. I had one roll and then a salad and about half the spaghetti and all the meatballs. I love meatballs. I think there was 3. Real quick before I forget, again, thank you to everyone who's watching. Apparently, I'm told the more people give you the thumbs up and comments, the more we can get this information out to more and more people. When I looked up this information before, it was all women posting on Tirzepatide, and while they were very helpful and I enjoyed watching those videos, I wanted to get. There was very little bit. There was only a little tiny bit on men, and the men that I was seeing were not big. They were like, "Oh, I gotta lose like 5 pounds." They shouldn't be on this. This is not for them. So, if you're heavy like me and you want to lose 50 plus pounds, this is great. This is great for you. It's working great so far. So if you wouldn't mind just giving me a like on this video, subscribe if you want to continue watching these come through, and I highly recommend reading the comments, seeing what other people are going through, because it's definitely a lot easier when you form a community. And that's what this is about, is I want to try and form a community of people doing this, and so we can all kind of go through it together. Since there aren't many videos out there of just standard average guys like me doing this, I'm hoping that you'll find a sense of community here and see it as a motivating factor. So I'm just going to go over this again. I got the needle thingy, I got the plunger, pull it down. I usually put about 40, and then into the bottle, inject the air, and then I'm going to pull down, pull past 25, let the vacuum kind of pull more of it in. There's my notification to take my medicine. Let me stop that. I'm already doing that, and then I'm going to push it out to be 25, right on the money, right on the numbers there. Oops, went a little too far. Hang on a sec. 25. Perfect. Right on the number. Oh, I forgot that this mirrors when I'm recording it, but not when it displays. So that was kind of dumb. I'm going to do this in my leg this time. I'm not going to record it, but I'm just going to, well, I am going to record it, but you're not going to see it. So I'm just going to open up the alcohol thing, do it right in the upper thigh. Hopefully this doesn't hurt. 25, double checking. Squeeze, poke, push. And that's it. Good to go for this week. Put the cap back on, put the plunger back on, and that's it. We're done for the week. I'd love to hear how your journeys are going. How much weight have you lost? Did I go over that? Just in case I haven't. So yeah, I hit 259 at one point, I think a couple days ago, but that's when I got the spaghetti dinner thing. So I ate the spaghetti, it was pasta and carbs. How many of you are doing low carb right now? Because I'm doing low carb. It seems to be the only thing that works, for me at least. If I have carbohydrates like pasta or whatever, I just balloon up almost immediately. And I don't like that. So I tend to just eat mostly low carb stuff. By the way, I'll get back to this in a second. Hold on, I digress. So going back, I think last week I was 263. I got down to 259 this week, and today when I just weighed in before here, I was 261. So it's at least 2 pounds that I've lost in the last week. But I had spaghetti on Saturday, and today is Tuesday, so that was 3 days ago, and I'm still coming back down off of that bloat, the spaghetti bloat. Quick word from our sponsor, Aldi. Aldi's fantastic. It is. They have a lot of great low carb options. They're not our sponsor. I was kidding. They're not giving me anything for this. But I was very late to the Aldi party, and apparently it's this huge phenomenon that everyone's doing, and my grocery bill is like half of what it used to be, and the quality is actually decent except for fruit. Fruit is about the same as it was at at the grocery store, maybe even a little higher, and the mold factor is not great. A lot of times the mold is there like the next day. So on the mold, but their pork rinds are fantastic for those of you doing low carb or keto or whatever you want to do. Just be aware that the more low carb you do, the keto side, I did keto for a year and lost literally 100 pounds. I got down to 219. Keto is good and it works kind of, but once you go off keto, if you don't establish those healthy goals, it's not going to stay, and that's fine. But you're going to go back up, and that's the tough part. So just be aware. Try, instead of keto, just try low carb in general. They have great keto breads, keto wraps. They have these awesome little coconut bars that are also 170 calories, and they're great for just like a little snack to kind of tide you over. I cook a lot at my house. I love salmon, and I make a good bolognese sauce. So that's been great. I have been having a little bit more wine this week. I know keto, I'm not keto, Tirzepatide and alcohol, they're kind of like there's no technical interactions, but you probably shouldn't do it, which is true and not true. So let me talk about that for a second. Go to Aldi. Um, Here's the interaction. So I think I was at the Local, which is a bar here in Saratoga, and great place if you're in upstate New York. And I had a couple of Captain and Diets, which is kind of my go-to drink. Um, I also know the bartender there, so of course he was doing a little bit of a heavy pour because considering how I used to drink, he's kind of used to that. So he was, just pouring it right in. And great, but I think I had two. And what I was told is that when you're on tirzepatide or semaglutide or whatever it's called, semaglutide, I think, and the other medications is um, you will feel it a lot faster. And that was true. But you might feel it a lot faster. It also goes away a lot faster. And then the hangover comes a lot faster. So all within a matter of maybe 3 hours, I had two cocktails. And then I walked home with my wife and kid. And by the time I got home, it's like a 10-minute walk from here. By the time I got home, I was already hungover. I had a gross headache, just that nasty next morning hangover feeling, you know what I'm talking about? From two drinks. And I just kind of felt bleh for the rest of the day. It sucked. Medicine helped a little bit, but nah. I just kind of turned me off to it. But I did make my red sauce recently, and I use red wine in that. And I had some extra, so I had a couple of glasses that night. And I noticed that it didn't really affect me all that much as compared to liquor. I mean, it's obviously less percentage, I know that, but a couple of glasses of wine, I felt maybe a tiny little buzz, but there was no hangover or anything like that, no headaches. It didn't feel like nasty. So I am, like I said, I am working out, and I have been feeling differences. I definitely feel, tighter in my chest, tighter in my arms, and my shirts are fitting a little bit nicer and a little more flowy, to the point even where some of my other shirts that I bought even just a month ago are already starting to, sorry, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to pause. Oh, there we go. All done. Even my shirts that I was buying even like a month ago are starting to feel like they have more of this. If you're heavy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Just the this factor going out, where some shirts are kind of a little bit more tight, a little more slim fitting, and then there's some that are like the same size, but they go, whoa, they're like out to here, and they just feel too loose, and that's just great. I'm more than happy with old shirts being too big. It's just I just spent money on those a month ago, and now they don't fit me already. So hold off buying clothes, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Anyway, what are we at? 13 minutes, 13 and a half minutes. All right, I'll finish up here. Anyway, just to kind of recap, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like. I would appreciate it. I'm not making anything on this. There's no subscribe, or there's no cost. There's nothing. I just want to get information out to more people, and create more of a community. So the thumbs up definitely helps, and I appreciate everyone who's done that. So thank you. I guess that's it for me. I will post again in a week. Best of luck to everyone who's joining us, who has already started their journey. I'm still on the 2.5 milligrams. I think I have one more dose at 2.5, and then I'm going to titrate up to 5 milligrams. And we'll go from there. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Have a fantastic week. Do good things and be nice to everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.